do you determine between a permutation and a combination? How do we know which to use and when? So permutations versus combinations, the big key is with a permutation, the order matters. We care whether or not it is first, second, or third. It matters. With the combination, it doesn't matter. We don't really care what's first, second, third. As long as we are part of the group, that's all we care about. And that's the big difference, right? With permutations, A, B, C, in that order. With combinations, it could be ABC, BAC, CAB, CBA. These are all the same when it comes to a combination. They're all very different in a permutation. Okay, so I have 10 close friends but can only invite 3 to the baseball game. How many ways can I choose 3 friends? Do these friends, if you have 10 friends looking at you and you have to pick 3 of them, do they care who's first and who's third? I mean, they might, but all 3 get to go to the game, right? All 3. So this is a combination because the order of which they are chosen does not matter. They are all going to the same game at the same time. So this is a combination. We would have 10C3. So our formula would be 10 factorial over 3 factorial times 10 minus 3 factorial. My shortcut tells me to do 10 times 9 times 8 over 3 times 2 times 1. And that's because 10 factorial is 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 all the way down to 1. And this 10 minus 3 is 7 factorial all the way down to 1. So these cancel out with these, and I'm left with 10 times 9 times 8 over 3 times 2 times 1, which gives me 720 divided by 6, which is 120. I have 120 different ways I can choose 3 friends to go with me. There are 15 players on a softball roster. How many distinct batting lineups of 9 can be created? Now, the key here is distinct batting lineups. So that means it matters who bats first, second, third, fourth, all the way down to 9th. Order matters. And if you talk to anybody who plays softball or baseball, they will say, yes, the order matters. So because order matters, this is a permutation. And I coached for a lot of years, so this was my dilemma. I've got 15 players, and I'm choosing the 9 in order, but order matters, so it's a permutation. Now, my shortcut for this is start with 15, think factorial. We're using 9 numbers. So 15 times 14 times 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. You might also have a permutation button, which would be great. But if you multiply all these together, you get 1,816,214,400. This is how many different batting lineups you can use when you have 15 players to choose from and you only need to bat 9 of them. This is distinct, different orders. It is crazy, right? And the way this works, you have 15 players to choose from who could bat first. And then once you choose one, okay, player A is batting first. Now I'm down to 14 players to choose from to bat second, okay? I picked player B. Now I have 13 players to choose from for the third spot, right? And that's why it goes down by 1 every time, because as soon as you pick somebody and put them in order, it's done. And that's how you kind of choose. Look at the question and decide, does the order matter when I'm picking these people or when I'm putting these things in order? Does it matter who is first or second? If it's yes, you're dealing with permutation. If it doesn't matter, if they're all getting the same treatment no matter when they're picked, then it's a combination.